Hola, no gracias. Hi guys, good morning. I am here in San Marcos today, walking down this little street. Look at that gorgeous view of the mountains over there. And I am finally taking care of something that I should have done much sooner. In fact, I'm facing some penalties for not having taken care of this before. And this is actually something that might interest many of you. If you have a desire to travel, especially travel to Guatemala, there are some things that you need to know about the visa situation. So, for me, as an American, and this is true for many countries, but as an American, when you arrive, oh, look at this. I love this so much. Let me flip the camera so you can see it. Good morning, everybody. So, do you know private property? This is pirate property. So this is really interesting. This is this, like, I've never been inside, but it's like this old, it's like a church building or something. It's hard to see, but I always thought this was a pretty cool door. Can we see inside? You can't really see, you can kind of see the roof over there. Anyways, look at this beautiful view here, these mountains. Hi, Scott. Hi, honey. Guys, I am receiving your love and I'm sending it right back to you. There's so much heartache and darkness and struggling in the world right now. I feel it so strongly. I feel it in myself. I feel it in my friends. I feel it in Ukraine. I feel it in the world. And it's really challenging to stay loving and stay compassionate in these moments. Don't worry, I'm getting back to the thing we're talking about. I just like this little street so much. So right now, I'm on my way to go meet a lawyer who is going to help me extend my visa. So what's happened is when you arrive in Guatemala, if you're American, you get a 3-month visa. That means it's a visa is like your permission slip to stay in the country. Most of the times when you travel, you can just arrive and you'll get a visa on arrival. That's what it's called, a visa on arrival. So cool. If you want to stay a really long time in a country, for example, when I went to India for 6 months, I had to, because of that long stay, I went to the consulate in advance and I got a visa in advance. Here in Guatemala, I don't do that. You just arrive. At the end of 3 months, you have 3 options. You can leave the country and then come back in, and then you get a new visa. So when you see me or my friends going to Mexico, a lot of times that's what's called a visa run. It's funny, there are these different terms. A border bounce is when you just go and you just come back. You know, you just like bounce off the border and come back in and they just stamp you and give you a fresh stamp. So 1, you can leave the country every 3 months. 2, you can go to the city and you can go to the office and go through this process, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I did that once with Luke. And you can get an extension on your visa for another 3 months. Or you can completely ignore your visa, overstay, and then you get a fee. You accrue a fine of 15 quetzal a day, so it's about $2 a day. So that's what I did because I wasn't ready. Hola. Buenos dias. Because I wasn't ready to, I wasn't ready to leave. I also wasn't ready to make the decision about the vaccine because now Guatemala is requiring you to have a vaccine. So I haven't gotten on it yet. I've been pushing it off. I've just been kind of delaying it as long as I could. So because of that, I'm currently about a month over my visa. I've overstayed my visa. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm meeting with a lawyer who is going to help me do, and I've never done this before, and I wish I had figured this out sooner, but I'm meeting with a lawyer who's going to extend my visa for me. So I have to pay her for the fine. I'm giving her my passport. And what's cool is now I know this is possible. So instead of leaving every 3 months, instead now I can choose whether I'm going to do an extension. But you can only do it once. So the next time I'll have to, oh, hi. Hi, buddy. Hi, you're really pretty. What a beautiful white dog. So next time I'll have to leave the country. Hi. Oh, you're so pretty. Hi. You're a cute little pretty dog. So anyway, so this is my first time doing this. So I share this because, oh yeah, so typically what you do if you ignore your visa, and actually a lot of people do this, is then next time you leave the country, you pay the fine at the airport. So I have a lot of friends. It's not very, they don't come down on you, they don't imprison you, you just have to pay a fine. And so some of my friends, they just like completely don't give a shit whatsoever. So they just stay as long as they want, and when they leave, they just pay the fine and come back in. Can I apply for residency? Yeah, Kendra, in the future I'd like to apply for residency. In fact, that's a great idea. I'll talk to the lawyer about it. So check out this cool place where I am right now. I haven't been here in a while. Hola. So I'm meeting the lawyer here. We're both late, which, if two people are late, does that mean anyone's late? Look at this cool staircase. So this is a place called Ascension. Yeah, so I am going to start the process to apply for residency. I think it's like you have to prove that you've invested a certain amount of money. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Katie. It's the challenge is that if I want to live here in Guatemala, I have to do it. Oh. Whoa! Oh, hi! Sorry. Good morning. Cool. Are you guys doing anything here this morning?
No, we're just feeding the cat.
Oh, just feeding the cat. Okay, this is Ascension. You guys have seen this place before. Oh, look at this. Grief and Loss Writing Workshop. Look at that. Tarot, Intuitive Writing Workshop. Ancient Cacao Ceremony. Buenos dias. Hi. Venus Gathering. Dieta Dish. Oh, that's good to know. Sacred Dance Embodiment. Human Design Readings. That's great. Activate Your Purpose. Oh, Jody. Hello, Jody. It's my friend. Alright, well, let's go, guys. Let's talk about, hopefully, Unity Circle. Interesting. Cool. Alright, well, we're not doing this right now. Let's get into... Hey, do you see my new boots? Aren't these so great? I love them so much. They fit perfectly. So, yeah. So here we are at Nectar, so... Wow, we are both super late. We're supposed to meet like half an hour ago. She's still not here as well. Let me take you inside and show you. This shop is pretty cute. I love this. So across the lake from Karuna, I look at it every single day, is the inspiration, so I hear, for Saint Exupéry's boa swallowing the elephant. Like, it literally looks like the mountain range across the lake literally looks like an elephant. So let's just put some cute clothes here. Good morning, everybody. Okay, stick with me. Let's sit down and pray in a second. I just want to show you. Oh, from Casa Curativa. Nice. Cool. Fresh eggs from the Tai Chi temple. Nope. Soy sauce. Let's grab a menu. Cookies. Yeah, I know, Carrie. You know, I was thinking about it, especially as I watch Outlander. I received a lot of vaccinations as a kid. Actually, this table is red, so it's giving me a red light on my face. I received a lot of vaccinations as a child or growing up because my parents worked for the U.S. government. So in order to travel with them on assignment, I had to be vaccinated. Who knows which of the things messed me up in the ways that we get messed up as humans? Was it the vaccinations I received as a child? Was it, the love I feel like I didn't get for whatever reason? Was it, the antibiotics I took for all the ear infections I had? Who knows? Oh, hi, Roger. Good morning, honey. Oh, Kathy, you're a manifesting generator. I'm a manifesting generator, too. What can you tell us? What can you tell us about manifesting generator? Okay. Oh, let me find it. Where is it? There's this incredible prayer that I heard yesterday at... Yeah, I know, Corinne, I don't trust it either. It's not like, and this is why I've, like, put it off as long as I possibly can, and I've overstayed my visa, and, like, I'm, delaying things, to the end of the line that I can go, but it's just challenging because in order to live here in Guatemala, in order to come back into the country, yeah, it is currently required. In order to enter Guatemala, you have to be vaccinated and you have to show a negative test. They're taking it very seriously. Oh, Margaret, thank you, honey. Okay, so I wish I could find that. What was that? It was the Peace Prayer by John McDonough. Yeah, I know, it sucks. So it's like, I have feelings. Part of me is also like, you know what? It'll be fine. I've had enough vaccines in my life. Part of me is like, no. So it's like this paradox, life, the paradox of life, where like the both end, you can hold both things as true, and it's not just one or the other, Okay, let's see. Peace poem by John Donahue. O'Donna. Okay, hold on, guys. I am, yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly, Samantha. I think that's a really mature way to, it's like, you did it, you're not thrilled about it, but hopefully you're making it safe for other people. Great. I feel like so much of, like, the challenge that I'm facing right now, just seeing within myself, is just, like, seeing the ways that I can be so selfish, and seeing the ways that, like, I just make stuff about me and don't take other people's experience into account, or just, like, get so caught up in my own, like, suffering and darkness that, like, I'm missing out on, just, like, the genuine good things that life has to offer, because I'm, like, caught in this, like, web of selfish self-centeredness, which is also the core of addiction, and then self-delusion, all these things. So, like, I was just, like, in a lot of darkness this morning. Oh, Sandy, thank you, honey. Yeah. No, Pamela, I'm not saying that. I mean, I haven't done it yet. I just think that, it's like both ends. There are all of these things that are true at the same time. Yeah. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Nice. Okay, guys, hold on a second. I just want to find this poem that I really want to share with you guys. Hold, please. Okay, I found it. Here we go. Okay, so here's a prayer, and I thought we'll just do a little bit of praying while we wait for the lawyer to get here, because why not? Okay, so such a cool thing in the background. Okay. Okay, so here is a poem I heard yesterday at Kirtan. It's called For Peace by John O'Donohue. So I invite you just to really allow yourself to take in these words and let them sink into the soil of your heart to nourish it on this day, at this moment. Okay. As the fever of the day calms towards twilight, may all that is strained in us come to ease. We pray for all of those who suffered violence today. May an unexpected serenity surprise them. For those who risk their lives each day for peace, may their hearts glimpse providence at the heart of history. That those who make riches from violence and war might hear in their dreams the cries of the lost. That we might see through our fear of each other a new vision to heal our fatal attraction to aggression. A new vision to heal our fatal attraction to aggression. That those who enjoy the privilege of peace might not forget their tormented brothers and sisters. That line really hits me. It's like, I live in this beautiful place with these, very high quality problems, and it's easy to forget. And so that those who enjoy the privilege of peace might not forget their tormented brothers and sisters. That the wolf might lie down with the lamb. That our swords be beaten into plowshares, and no hurt or harm be done anywhere along the holy mountain. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Jacqueline Park, you got it. John Donahue. Morning. So let's just take a moment, wherever you are, if it's comfortable for you to do so. Let's just close our eyes and just come together for a moment. Come together in these uncertain times. And let's take a breath together. A breath that connects us. I don't know if you can hear the wind. The wind is picking up. Some traditions say that our ancestors are in the wind. Some traditions say that the wind is the voice of God, carries the wishes, the whispers of the divine. Wherever you are, let's just connect through our breath with each other and with whatever energy is carried through these forces all around us. The forces that are touching me here, the forces that are touching you there. I mean, where you live. Wherever you are, whatever is going on in your life, whatever is going on in your heart, let's come together and let's just open our hearts and allow a golden thread to emanate from our hearts and meet together in the center of this circle that we're forming and connect us. Connect us through the tides, connect us through the uncertainties, connect us through the shades and the shadows, through the patterns of light. And whatever your concept of the divine is, let's open our hearts and let's just pray for a second and ask, God, please lead us towards peace at this time. Please lead us towards oneness and remembrance with you. Please give us the strength to withstand these forces and these tides. Tides of light, tides of dark, tides of change. We pray for the people of Ukraine and all the people suffering injustice and violence. We pray for all the people who are going through hard times. We pray for all the people facing physical challenges, whether they be COVID or cancer or otherwise. We pray for the people whose families are facing the physical challenges. May we have the strength to withstand the force of our own fears and settle into trust and faith and remembrance of the fact that everything is okay and will be okay and is already okay. It's just a changing face of life, looking back at us in a mirror reflection of our own wounds, our own being, our own stuff, calling us to see, calling us to heal, calling us to understand, calling us into whatever it is that we're being called to right now. May we rise to the challenges. May we get the lesson. May we grok the lesson. May we complete the suffering. May we complete whatever lesson it is that we're meant to learn right now. May we be strong and loving and not sink into self-loathing when things get hard, when we don't like the way things are. May we remember at these moments to practice love and to call ourselves cute and to call all of the feelings cute, even if we're in a place where we don't know what to believe and we're surrounded by people who are disagreeing with us or giving us a case to doubt the things that we feel, and sometimes getting to that place where we can't even trust our own thoughts. May we remember in these moments to love. May we remember in these moments to practice compassion, because this is when it counts. It counts when it hurts the most. May we have that strength in this time. May all of the people who are sitting with the discomfort of this changing reality find peace. May all of the people who are in the very real and extreme discomfort of violence and turmoil and suffering and injustice find an unexpected peace. May all of us find a kind of peace that pleases us. Even amidst these shifting times, this time as we enter the dark moon, as this time we enter the darkest time of the month, may we remember to slow down and rest and integrate and be with what we are learning in a way that we can really learn it. For all the people who don't know where they're going to live, may they find safety. For all the people who are losing the place that they're living, may they find safety. May all the people who are unsure of how they're going to pay their bills, pay their rent, pay their food, pay their medical, pay their whatever, may they find the resources that they need. May they be open to receiving the resources in whatever way that they're meant to come. May whatever medicine is needed right now, may it arrive. Whatever is being called towards your heart, whatever is calling toward your heart, may you have the courage to step towards it. May you have the courage to let go of what is no longer serving you. May you have the willingness to admit what is no longer serving you and have the courage to get honest about why you're staying stuck to this thing. Is it out of an addiction? Is it out of fear? Is it out of doubt? Is it out of a loneliness? Is it out of a fear of the unknown? May you get honest. May you be willing to be honest with all of these things, like what is really driving you, what is really behind the choices and the steps. Is it fear? Is it love? Can we lean towards love? God, give us the strength to lean towards love, especially when it's hard to do. Give us the strength to lean into our recovery. God, please lead us out of our addictions and into our recovery. Please give us the strength to be honest amidst the addictions and what is really driving us. Please give us the strength to withstand all of the differing energies and forces acting within us. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God, please just assist us in this process of cleaning and clearing and recovering and making sense of all of the confusion, making sense in all of the unknown and the darkness and the uncertainty. Give us the strength to see the way. Give us a light, just one little light, just one little light of mine. Let it shine through the darkness as we find our path. God, please let us rise above these challenges. Please let us rise above the disagreements and the discontents and the disappointments of others. Please help us be strong. Please help us see the way. Please help us order breakfast because we're hungry. No, that's a joke. Please assist. Please help the people of Ukraine be strong. Please help the people who are sick with COVID be strong. Please help us recover and find what we need to be strong, to be healed. And we're in this together because our lights are connected by a golden thread running between all of our hearts right now, and we're not alone. And the illusion of separation is a lie. God, please help us sift through these lies and find the truth that resonates and that lifts us up and brings us the most joy. May we be in joy, God. May you guide us, help us move through these transition states, these in-between liminal states between the old and the new, where the fetus isn't really gestated yet. It's just this deformed blob of a reality that doesn't make sense. Help us be patient with the germination of the seed. Help us be patient with the germination of this fetus of our life, you know. And help us be patient as the new wings are forming while we're in this caterpillar state of goo before we're not quite a caterpillar and we're not quite a butterfly and we're something in between. Help us be patient. Please help us be patient with this in between. Please help us get nourished. Help us be nourished and nourish ourselves in this in-between. May we keep praying all day. May we live our prayer. May we remember that our voices are together in this prayer and this longing and this deep desire for love and connection and satisfaction and safety. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be well. May all beings be free of suffering. And amidst the suffering, may all beings find peace. 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 Peace in our hearts. Peace in our minds. Peace in our bodies. Peace in all of our relations. Peace within our families. Peace within our communities. Peace within our stomachs. Peace within our hormones. Peace within our May every step be one of peace. May every step be a prayer of peace. May every step be a prayer of peace. Peace for the people of Ukraine, peace for the people of Russia, peace for Europe, peace for Asia, peace for North America, peace for South America, peace for Australia, peace for all of Asia, South Asia, India, Pakistan, Kashmir, peace in China, peace in Antarctica, peace everywhere, peace for all people, peace in Indonesia, peace for all people everywhere, peace in Canada, peace in the Philippines, peace for all people everywhere, peaceful hearts, peaceful minds, peaceful bodies, healthy, happy wholeness, healthy, happy, whole, peace for the penguins, exactly, Heather, peace for all of us on our journeys, peace in every tear that is shed, peace in every drop of saliva that touches the tongue as we pray together, peace in every step, peace in every heartbeat, peace in every tension coming to relax, peace in every painting, peace for everyone, peace for the families in Australia, peace on earth, peace in our hearts, peace starts within, peace within you, peace within me, peace, peace in the land, peace for the plants, peace for the trees, peace for the animals, peace for the dogs and the cats, peace in the microbiome for all the bacteria, peace for the viruses, peace, all the pieces of peace, all the pieces of peace, peace in every breath, peace in every step, peace in every moment, remembering to relax our shoulders and to allow ourselves to sit in the discomfort of whatever we're facing, knowing that we're safe. Safety for all. Peace and safety for all. Peace, safety, prosperity, nourishment, abundance for all. Prayer for open eyes, open heart. Cellular peace, I like that. Peace, prayers for God's will on earth. May God's will be done. God, we offer ourselves. I offer myself to thee to build with me and do with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of self that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I would help. Thy will, thy love, thy power, thy way of life. May I do that. Thy will always. And God, whatever the situation may be, may it be used for your purposes. There's so much we don't understand because we are humans with agendas and with fiery desires and cravings. There's so much we don't understand, and we want relief, and we want pleasure, and we want it to go our way. God, there's so much we don't understand. Please give us the ability to see what we need to see, to hear what we need to hear, to understand what we need to understand for our greatest and highest good, not to dominate, not to control, not to overpower others with our beliefs and with the need to be right. God, let us let go of the need to be right. Let us let go of control. Let us sink gently into your arms on this day. Let us free fall into the will of the divine on this and every day. Lord, be with us as we walk this path. It is so challenging at times. So challenging. Be with us. Be with us as we walk this path. Be with us. Thy will, not ours, be done. Thy will, not ours, be done. Thank you. Alright guys, I love you very much. Thanks for being with me in this video this morning. My prayer is peace in all of our hearts, no matter what we're going through. And it's all beautiful and it's all perfect. Oh, Melanie, thank you. And let us remember, thank you. Let us remember one day we will be on our deathbeds. There will be no more life ahead of us, and we'll know it. And how will we want to look back on this time? How will we want to look back on the choices that we made at this time? How will we want to look back on the things that we worried about and stressed out about? How will we want to remember? How do we want to be? And so, we're here now. So let us stretch into that into that thought space of what it will be like to be on our deathbed and what will be important to us then. And let us bring that here now, that perspective. Let us remember that now, because we're here. We still have life. God willing, we still have life. We still have that gift, that blessing. So how are we going to use that blessing? What are we going to focus on? What are we going to be grateful for? What are we going to be present to? And one day we will die. Never forget. One day you will die. So how do you want to live? Bye, guys. Love you.